Hello everybody, I'm Slice, and welcome to episode 35 of All the Mods 8. In today's episode, we're going to install hostile neural networks. Last episode, you saw me setting up some of these entangled blocks for elemental craft. After recording, I found these two, like right next to this. I don't know how I didn't see them before. Okay, this one is kind of like covered by a tree. It's an air one. And then this one, I believe, is another earth one. So I found more orbs. I did fly around quite a bit. I had to go several thousand blocks away for some water, and I haven't found fire yet. I'm sad. I don't know where fire is. The deserts that I do have, I don't see them in there, so there's that. Now, something I did do in between episodes was get this all prepped. This is going to be a work in progress. I need to get more bees going. There's a few bees that I want, like the Insanium bee, the inert bee, and a few others. But I needed to make more room. So what I did was I added these feeding slabs, and I'm going to add another set of expansion boxes. Right, I'm going to move them to the corners. And I'll do that for each one as I go. And hopefully my modular router setup can handle that. We'll see. Now, something else that I did was I went ahead and made a compact machine. Now, this might not necessarily be what you think it is. Or maybe it is. Before we go in, let me know down below what you think this is. You good? All right, let's go. So this first floor, nothing but diamond bees. Nothing but diamond bees. Second floor will be nothing but emerald bees. As you can see, I have the feeding slabs all set up. I'm still working on the setup up here. And what I've done here was I made a slew of heated centrifuges and set them up. And right now they're only able to produce diamond. And that's because that's all I have right now. But there's 80 diamond bees down there because there's 16 nests, or not nests, but beehives with extensions. And then they're all full. And I'm going to be doing that with the emerald. And they're currently doing a little setup here. They're breeding for emeralds. One thing that's confused me right now is why these two aren't stacking. I don't know. Something I want to do, and I need to learn how to do it because I don't know the first thing about doing it, is use the gene indexer to be able to improve these emerald bees as well as improve the diamond bees. I have an automatic setup here where it's draining all of the honey into here, and then I'm able to, well, it's draining it into here actually. Right? No. Okay, so this setup is actually from outside, right? And I'm pulling out of that and storing in here. And what's happening is apparently I ran out of honeycombs. That's what happened. There we go. Now this should be able to run again without problems. I didn't realize that was empty. That automatically makes me honey treats, which get used in this baby incubator. And what that's for is for taking these guys and making them into adults. Because as you see, it says child there. This will force them to grow up a little bit quicker than if you were just leave them out in the world. But I want to get the gene indexer set up for that. And I just have a bunch of flowers going into there. I have an idea of what I want to be able to do with the gene indexer, because I believe if you squish bees into the bottler, they're supposed to give you genes, I think. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to set that up. I might include the bee breeding with that, but I don't know how to set that up quite yet. I need to look into it. So we're not going to worry about that just yet. Now, what we're going to worry about today is not anything bee related or elemental craft related. We're going to worry about hostile neural networks. Now, I did have to look this up because I wasn't entirely familiar with it, but I haven't crafted anything yet. So I believe here what needs to happen, these are slots for frameworks. Please insert, a data model. Your models will be trained when placed in the deep learner. So in order to train the model, you have to deliver a killing blow, right? And what I'm looking for is actually, I want to craft, I think I'm going to go with 6 of these real quick. They don't stack. That's a bummer. One more, and then we're gonna craft. I need comparator. Do I need any for this? Yes. So let's go ahead and craft 12 of these. I am out of redstone torches. Okay, now 3 of these guys. No, 6 of these guys. And then 6 of these guys. All right, and then this is something that I haven't quite done yet. So I need to do that. But let me show you what I'm thinking of. I already created the room for this. So down here, we have this really, really dark room. And there's a reason for that. Oh, I need the power, actually. And this is why I want the energy modules, because once I hook that up, those will be able to take power and then distribute power. Now, what I'm curious here is, how do I want to set this up? Okay, well, let's put these down and just see what they look like. Okay, so we have the loot fabricator, which is where you end up putting, let's go hostile. You end up putting these, the predictions. In order to get what we want, I want a wither prediction to be able to get Nether Stars. Wait, is that what I'm looking for? Ah, there we go. Yeah, so I want these. I need a lot of Nether Stars, and the farm that I have outside paired with the wither killing thing that I have, it's just not fast enough. I'm not sure how to get enough soul sand. I do have an idea on how to do that. I did add another nether essence seed to my setup, so I'll be getting it a little bit faster, but it's still not overly fast. So I was thinking about potentially going the route of having sand along with conjuration essence, because I can automate this pretty easily. This is already automated, but I could also add that. But before I did that and waste, potential resources, I wanted to start on hostile neural networks. Now, this requires power, right? Which is why I want power here. You know what? You probably can't see. Let me light this up a little bit for you. So the idea here is to get all of these set up with nether predictions, or wither predictions rather. But in order to do that, we first have to actually start the process, which right-click on an entity to build a data model. Now this means we have to actually go in and start fighting withers. That's going to be fun. So before we do that, just because it's gonna require me to kill him, how do I, there we go. I will use this just to get more of that material in case I need it down the road. Now I do have displays a HUD when held and models are within. I do have 6 of these and I want 6 of them at a time. So I think I'm actually going to craft one more of these just so I can have all of them going at the same time. I'm hoping here that I will be able to do all 6 at the same time. All right. So in order to do this, we need to go pay our little guy a visit. All right, so go ahead and do your spawning thing. You gonna spawn? Oh, why are you not? Why are you messed up? Well, okay. Well, that was an adventure. Now all I want to do is have it spawn one, kill it. Come on. Okay. Hopefully this works. My theory here is it'll spawn one. I will then be able to do this. Oh, you know what? I forgot to turn off the machine. I forgot to turn off the machine. All right. This will give me enough time to actually do what I need to do. I don't have a lever for this, actually. I don't even know if a lever works. Does that work? There we go. Now, what we need to do is we need to put these models in here. Right? And then we can do these ones in there. Okay. So now we should be able to see the progress on these once I kill it. Just so you can see it. It does go to another one, which required 12. I just killed the first one of this set. I have taken them through basic and through advanced. So they are now advanced, which means apparently their model accuracy is 22%. I'm not sure if that means like 22% of the time they'll get me what I want, but it's going to take 30 more kills to get all of these guys up to superior. And then I'm not even sure if there's another tier after that. I know there's something called self-aware, but I'm not even sure where to see that. Because while I'm looking here, it just stays on faulty, it seems. So what we're going to try to do here is actually set these up. So now these have plenty of storage for energy. And now we should be able to power everything. Now, if these are like the distributors, they should only need to go up to 8. But I have this set up so that way it's one and the other. Just because. Right? And then we're going to have a nifty little laser thing going on. And once I get the this entire room set up, I can just enclose this and it'll be laser fun. So now, do I take these guys out? And I guess I put them in here. Cannot begin simulation. Missing input prediction matrix. Oh, right. I need this. Which means I need to auto-craft that because that's going to consume a lot of those. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we can put this somewhere. Wait. There we go. We'll put you right there. Okay, and then we can... I'll provide an export and put it onto craft eventually. But I don't want to do that right this minute. Let's just get... Let's see. Let's just go with 256 at the moment. And do another 128. Might as well even it out. Okay, so we now have those, and we can go up here, plop that in there. And what this is going to do is over its period of time, it's consuming, wow, 2,560 FE per tick. How much can this transfer? So this stack can transfer 64,000 per tick if necessary. So this is not going to run out of power. So there is a generalized ender prediction. There's 2 ender predictions. Now, what we're going to want to do... So, okay, so here we go. Basic, advanced, superior, self-aware. So I would have another 2 stages to take all of these. And self-aware would almost guarantee that I get a wither prediction. Right now, I've gotten 1 wither prediction and 5 or 4 of these. So with that, we can now set up this guy. Let me craft a few things and I'll pop right back. All right, not only did I craft a little bit, but I also went through and actually upgraded these guys to superior. Now, while I was doing that, I noticed something. 1 out of the 6 had an increased amount of data collection. So I think these operations actually produce data, meaning eventually this will become self-aware, resulting in better model accuracy. But I wanted to get them all to superior anyway, just to get that 67%. So what I've got here is 2 sets of polar modules that are pulling all of these, and I'm hoping this is working because I haven't tested it yet. Right, so I'll put those in here, but I'll be pulling from these guys, the blue ones, right? And then what's going to happen is I have a chest over here that's going to send these guys over to here and over to here. I then have these guys that I'll send to somewhere, maybe somewhere. I'll figure it out eventually. So what we gotta do is we gotta set up that there, and before I get that mixed up, let's do that because I put them in the wrong spot. All right, poles. Now we need to go here, here, here. All right, so now it's polling. That's going to take a little while. It's actually producing quite a bit of these now. So this is going to take a moment. I need to figure out where I want to put those. But before I do that, let's go ahead and get this side set up. So those are there. And now we need to figure out where we actually want these to go. We could send them to there and just have them chilling inside of my network. But I think that should work just fine. Let's go with putting them there, I guess. And what we'll do is... will it reach? 24? This should reach. If we do that, they should now reach. Now, how obnoxious is that laser going to be, though? That's the question. Do that, and then we can do that. So it's going to go through the floor. That's probably going to bother me. So I'll probably find another way to do that, but for now we'll leave it. I want to see this thing actually working. So let's go ahead and craft another stack of matrix. Okay, so then we have a stack here, there, 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 and there. Now, this should automatically be pulling the stuff out. Oh, those need energy too. Okay, all right. Didn't catch that at first. That should be fine. Right? Now they have energy. Now the question is... Ah, yes. Okay. I guess I have to set these up. Do that. And that. And that. Do I have to keep setting these up, though? No. So... Okay, they're being stored down there. That's what was going on. Do one there. And then that one's taken care of. So all... Oh, that one's sort of not taken care of. Oh, no. Okay, I see what it's doing. So it looks like this is good to go. Right? And then if we go upstairs, we can check our drawer. Wow, that's producing quite a bit. Let's upgrade that. Wow, typing's been a problem today. I don't need a lot of them for now, so I'll just craft one and a void. Other stuff can and will end up going in there, but for now, it can be voided once it maxes out. I'm not even sure what I can use those for. Hostile. Generalized Ender Prediction. I guess they're used in various crafting recipes. Most notably the Dragon Head, I guess. But other than that, not too useful. So they can just be, you know, whatever. Okay. So that looks pretty neat. I do definitely not want those there. So what I'll probably do is find a way to run an import below here into the AE system. Or something similar to that. So that way I can get it to be good. Let's go with glass there. And now something that I want to see happen is this. Wait a minute. Why did that... What? That's not how you were stationed. I wonder why that happened. Okay. So yeah. I think that looks pretty cool. Right behind the glass, it's got lasers going constantly because of the energy. And this is just going to run. This is just going to run. Now, ooh, something I didn't do, and I will absolutely need to do, because this is going to get backed up, is take these Nether Stars out. So, okay, that's something that I will have to do when I rework where I am sending the predictions. So I guess let's do a jump cut to after I've figured it out and set it up. This ended up being a little bit more complicated than I was originally thinking it was going to be. So I've hodgepodged a room down here that handles the ins and outs. So these require an endless amount of prediction matrices, which are potentially a little expensive on the glass. I may need to find a really good way to handle getting glass soon, because that looks a little expensive. But then the Nether Stars were here, right? So what I'm doing, I have these routers right here on the entrance side set to underneath them to pull from here, because this is an exporter with a crafter on it, and it'll push into those, right? I then have this one managing the Nether Stars, and they're pushing Nether Stars as well as, you see them, those predictions, or whatever they are, right? And then the import is got acceleration, and it's keeping up. So this is all now set up as it needs to be, right? So now we can actually close this off and let it go. That is now a closed system. I like that there's lasers there, and then there's lasers coming from down there. So the other side of this is I'm going to absolutely have to set up a little bit more of a better process for processing ores, because right now all I have is, upon request, these are able to craft by placing a raw block of raw gold, or so on and so forth, into this chest, which eventually goes through this entire process, granting me 18 ingots. I may need to revisit this and find a better solution. Not sure how I want to handle that yet. Or I could just find a way to export those and whatnot, but we'll see. You are bad. Yeah. I think this looks pretty cool. What do you guys think? Does it work? Am I missing something that's going to break my system? Because this is my first time actually using hostile neural networks. And ooh, wait, let's see here. This is something I didn't really think about. Nether Stars. Yeah. This is going to be interesting. That's a lot of Nether Stars. But it's not going to tell me the full story. So this, when I started the episode, I believe was around 200. Now, this might be taking priority. Yeah, no, this is taking priority. So I need to maybe sort that out too, so that way I don't have duplicate storages there. But it seems to be producing quite well. Wish I could see that a little bit better. So yeah, no, that's producing. That's producing. That'll probably kick that into gear pretty quick. Because, like I said, you need a lot of those. I mean, Nether Star block times 3. And you need... I forget how many of these. Let's see, 4, 8... 14, 15 of these. 15... 3 times compressed, right? Which is, I think, roughly like 98,000 for one ATM star. And it was taking me forever just to be able to get set up for one ATM star, and we need several ATM stars. So I definitely needed to get that sorted. This is going to be running out of soul sand pretty quick again already. So it looks like I'm going to have to stop that. Because obviously me stopping this every so often is just not good for production purposes. I really need to see how people do this. Because I feel like farming the wither is the best bet. But how do you get so much wither sand or soul sand? Right? It just doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, yeah, we're going to leave it here. If you'd like to help out the community, please consider dropping a like on this video and sharing with your friends. Don't forget to click that subscribe button for future videos. And if you'd like to follow to stay up to date, check the links below so that you can follow on your preferred platform. We have a Discord you can join where I'll be posting most frequently, and the link is down below. Please drop a comment. Let me know what you think, and thanks for chilling.